Let's be honest. When you're constantly living for others, it is downright exhausting. It takes so much energy to keep up with a version of yourself that isn't really you. You start feeling like an imposter in your own life, going through the motion but never truly feeling fulfilled. You might even start to feel a deep sense of sadness or frustration without fully understanding why. But here's the truth, and hear me when I say this. You're not meant to live your life as a watered down version of yourself. The people who truly care about you will want you to show up as the real, raw, unfiltered you. And the first step to reclaiming your identity is giving yourself permission to explore who you actually are outside of the roles and expectations others have placed on you. A good example of this is we host events at our house for the kids. And yes, I clean my house and make sure that it looks all tidy. And, especially when there's people that we've never really met before. But the people that I have over at my house all the time, if I have to stop to question whether or not they're going to judge the way my house is that day, then those are not my people. I need to really reevaluate my circle. Seeking approval from others can trap you in an exhausting cycle of anxiety and self-doubt. Plain and simple. You're constantly analyzing your words, actions, and even your thoughts to make sure that you're meeting everyone else's expectations. When you're always focused on keeping everyone happy, you're essentially living life on high alert. Your nervous system stays in a constant state of fight or flight because deep down, the fear of disappointing others feels like a threat. Not only does this have a huge impact on your mental health, but this also leads to physical symptoms that you probably don't even realize are what are contributing to them, like headaches, tension in your shoulders or neck, digestive issues, poor sleep. Your body is carrying around the weight of the world and all of your mental stress, and it's showing up in ways that you might not even realize. But people pleasing doesn't just drain your energy. It shrinks your potential. Hear me again. People pleasing doesn't just drain your energy. It shrinks your potential. It holds you back from taking risks, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and truly going after what you want in life. Why? Because deep down, there's this constant fear that what others will say or think are going to play a big role in how you're moving forward. You might have big dreams, like starting a business, pursuing a new career, moving to a new city, or even something as simple as speaking up in meetings. But if you're always seeking approval, you might never take that leap. Let me ask you this. How many times have you watered down your goals because you were afraid of standing out? How much of your life have you spent trying to live up to someone else's expectations instead of your own? And the real question is, how much longer are you willing to keep doing this? You see, the truth is, when you prioritize others' opinions over your own desires, you end up living a version of your life that's not truly yours. You might think, I'll go after what I want someday. But here's the harsh reality. Someday never comes unless you take action now. People pleasing makes you put your dreams on the back burner while you focus on making sure that everyone else is comfortable. And the longer you do it, the harder it becomes to ever recognize what you really want. Here's something to consider. Most people aren't thinking about you as much as you probably think they are. We get so wrapped up in worrying about what others might say, but the truth is that everyone's really too busy dealing with their own stuff to scrutinize every move you make. The fear of judgment is often an illusion that holds us back more than any actual criticism ever could. So you might be asking now, how do we actually stop this exhausting cycle and start living authentically? Well, it all starts with one thing, which is self-love. When you genuinely love and accept yourself, you stop seeking approval from others because you already have it from you, which is the most important. You become so solid in who you are that you no longer feel the need to explain yourself. You realize that your worth isn't tied to whether someone else agrees with your choices or not. Stepping into your most authentic self starts with a mindset shift. It's not about waking up one day and suddenly not caring what others think. I wish it was that easy, but it's about rewiring how you see yourself and how you respond to the world around you. Here are a few powerful mindset shifts that helped me, and I think that they might help you too. 1, stop apologizing for being yourself. Just own your space. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices, your lifestyle, or your goals. If something makes you happy, that's reason enough. So many of us downplay who we are to fit into someone else's version of acceptable. What does that even mean? Whether it's the way you dress, the career you're chasing, or the way you spend your free time, stop apologizing for it. The next time you feel the urge to explain or justify your decisions, I want you to pause. Take a second and just pause. You can simply say to yourself, this is what works for me, and then leave it at that. You owe nobody an explanation.